Hey teacher friends, welcome to my webinar. You guys are you're in for a treat today. I have to tell you, I am so excited to be here with y'all. Go ahead and come on in and tell me where you're from and what grade you teach. Oh my goodness, we already have a lot of visitors here. So thank you, Chris, for watching. Thank you, Julia. Hello, Trakina and Esther. Welcome back to my webinars. I hope you guys can hear me okay. So my name is Kara Rickman and I am the founder of Create Your Balance with Literacy. I'm so excited to be here with y'all today to talk about all the cross-curricular activities for December. I have to say that December is probably my favorite month along with October. It is jam-packed full of fun. And so hop on in and, Trakina's from Texas. Yay, Texas girl. I love it. Esther's from Indiana. Welcome. You guys are just always here with me, and I'm just so grateful that you guys are always here. Hi, Cameron. Thanks for watching. Hop on in. I cannot wait to share all my tips and tricks with y'all today. Hi, Julia. Julia's from Texas too. Awesome. And so before we get started, I have a couple of things I have to tell you guys about because I live out in the country. You guys probably already know this, but we have some new people hopping on today. My Wi-Fi is going to be a little bit slow, and so I apologize about that. I live in the middle of nowhere. I actually do, okay? I live in the country. So my face is going to freeze, but my voice is going to keep going, okay? So don't freak out. It's okay. And just stay on with me, and everything's going to be just fine, okay? If you have any questions during the webinar, please ask in the comments, okay? You never know when I might be giving away a free resource if you're commenting, okay? So in a little bit, I'm going to share with you what those are. And so I'm just going to introduce myself. Hey, Dora, thanks for watching. Hey, Mary, thanks for watching. Hey, Chariva, thanks for watching. So I am a 23-year veteran teacher turned coach, mentor, and trainer to help teachers like you develop their craft in teaching cross-curricular. I love training teachers on teaching cross-curricular and writer's workshop and behavior management and math workshop. It is my passion. So it makes my heart happy to help you guys if you need help. I am GT and ESL certified. I have taught 5 years in third grade and 18 years in first grade. I have been the team leader at my school for 12 years. Hi, Gina. Thanks for watching. I have been a coach, a mentor, and trainer in my school district. I teach in Boerne, Texas, which is a small rural community north of San Antonio in the Texas Hill Country. And I have taught my fellow colleagues writer's workshop, reader's workshop, guided reading, math workshop, behavior management. I am now CPE certified. So if you need PD hours for today, I will give you 1 hour of PD credit. And so you can message me after the webinar is over with, and I'll send you a certificate for 1 hour, okay? It's a great way to get your PD hours online. I love it when you can get things online and don't have to go anywhere. This is so convenient, right? I was Teacher of the Year in 2009, and I am also a Seesaw Ambassador. So these are some pictures of me and my family and me giving some trainings in my district. I have had the privilege of teaching both of my daughters in my first grade class, Kennedy and Presley, and it was the best years of my life. So you might see some pictures of them in this webinar. So those of you who are new, I have a TPT store. I'm not asking you to follow my store, but if you see anything that you like today, okay, all of the pictures are clickable, okay? So I'm going to upload this into the Facebook group after the webinar is over with. You guys can download it for free and click on any of these links. It'll take you straight to the resources that you like, okay? So you can also invite your teacher friends into our Facebook group. I love it when you guys invite your teacher friends in. That is so exciting to get new faces. You can follow me on Pinterest, Instagram. I have a YouTube channel. I have a blog, and I have a podcast. Okay, so any of these are clickable. You can follow me if you wish. I also have a newsletter that comes out every Sunday. The newsletter has freebies, dollar deals, a BOGO, buy one, get one free, blog post, podcast episode, YouTube video of the week, my tip of the week, and upcoming webinars. And if you want to sign up for my newsletter, click on this email list right here afterwards, because I have a lot of great things to offer you guys in my newsletter that's coming up for December, okay? So this is what it looks like. This is the one that I just sent out this morning. Okay, so it's all Christmas themed, all December themed now. So I'm so excited. Yay. So if you love what I'm sharing with you today and you want more, stay tuned to the end because you could have a chance to join my lifetime membership subscription where all of your lesson plans and resources are already made for you and prepped for you so you can take back your weekends. Okay, so stay tuned for that if you want to find out more information. And if you love what I'm teaching you, I'm going to give you a chance to check this out. Okay, now here is something very exciting. On December the 1st, I'm going to be starting a 12 Days of Christmas Facebook challenge. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's 12 days of Christmas and every day has a different theme. Okay, so for example, day 1 is Rudolph or reindeer. Okay, day 2 is Santa. Day 3 is Christmas trees. Day 4 is elves, and you and so on and so on. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do in the Facebook group. I'm going to share examples of one of my resources that is in this theme. Okay, so if it's reindeer, I'm going to post pictures of all the reindeer activities that I do in my classroom. Okay, and I'm going to be giving away a free resource about reindeer. But here's what you have to do. Here's your challenge. If you want the free resource, I'm giving you permission to share another resource that you have used from TPT, or if it's something that you have created, you are welcome to share it, okay? You can share it with from TPT. You can share it from Google Drive, whatever you want to share, okay? If you share something with the group, then you get my free reindeer resource, okay? And that goes for every single day, okay? I've got tons and tons of pictures that I cannot wait to share with you what I do for each theme, okay? So for example, Gingerbread Day, okay? You can share a resource that you have used in the past that you love, all about gingerbread men, all about gingerbread houses, okay? It can be reading, writing, math, science, social studies, art, whatever, STEM, whatever you want to share. That is perfectly fine. Just going to link it in the comments and then I will send you my free resource, okay? So December 1st is this coming Friday. And so stay tuned for that because I'm going to start with reindeer on December the 1st, okay? So 12 days of magic and goodness, okay? So stay tuned for that. And then exciting news that when the new year starts, I'm going to be giving my new webinar about all the cross-curricular fun for January. So in that webinar, stay tuned for that one. It's going to be about Jan Brett, Arctic and Arctic animals, snowmen, New Year's resolutions, winter animals, Martin Luther King Jr., and so much more, okay? So yay, Esther. I'm so glad that you are excited about the 12 Days of Christmas. Me too. I can't wait, okay? So stay tuned for this webinar later in December. It's probably going to be around New Year's or so, okay? Okay, so if you're commenting today, you could win one of these resources, okay? So one of my favorites of all is my holidays around the world, Christmas celebrations around the world. So in this thematic unit, I have USA, I have Germany, Mexico, Russia, England, and Holland, okay? So in this lesson, I have lesson plans, suggested mentor text, all things cross-curricular. You know me because I'm a cross-curricular gal. So it's got reading and math and writing and science and social studies. It's got the whole gamut in there, okay? So you could win that one if you're commenting. Or you could win this one, which is Let's Write About Christmas, okay? It's got writing templates and craftivities about elves, reindeer, Santa, Mrs. Claus, hot chocolate, how to make hot chocolate, all different kinds of writing craftivities that you could use for your holiday bulletin board, okay? Because I know some teachers love to display their kids' work outside. I'm one of them. So if you want a holiday resource for writing craftivities, that's your one. That's the one you want. Okay, or you could win How to Catch Santa. This is one of my newest ones that I just made a couple of days ago. So this one is, it has a lesson plan with question stems. It has interactive notebooks, anchor charts, skill cards, writing craftivities, all about how to catch Santa, okay? Or you could win Christmas Writing Center. Okay, I cannot wait to share with you what I have plans for this, okay? So if you have a writing center in your classroom, and you like to change it up with different holidays, this might be for you, okay? So I have created, and I just created this very recently. I just posted it a couple days ago. And so it's got posters for all the different writing genres. So like I can write a letter, I can write a list, I can write a postcard, I can write a story, I can write a how-to story, I can write a recipe. And then it's got templates for all of those different posters. They're all Christmas themed, okay? So you can have fun decorating and setting up your Christmas writing center. Oh my gosh. And I haven't had a chance to do it with my class yet. So tomorrow, that's what I'm going to be doing after school tomorrow, is setting up my Christmas writing center. And I'll be sure to post pictures of it for you guys. So I'm going to use all of these different posters, and I'm going to laminate them, copy them on color paper and everything. So I can't wait to have my kids do that in my classroom. So I don't know if you guys know this, but TPT is having a cyber sale on Monday and Tuesday. You could save as much as 25% off. So I have lots of dollar deals going on right now. I have 40 different dollar deals going on in my TPT store. Tonight, they're going to go back to normal price. However, tomorrow, they're going to be 20% off, okay? So you could either snag them today for $1, or you can wait until tomorrow when the cyber sale is going on, okay? So you can save as much as 25%. You have to use the code CYBER23 when you check out, okay? All right, so that's a lot of exciting things. And there's more to come, okay? So we're going to do our first winner today. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to pick Mary Ann Rice Nemeth. Mary Ann, you're my first winner. Woohoo, Mary Ann, congratulations. Okay, so Mary Ann, you're going to think about which resource you would like that I just shared with you, and I'll message it to you after the webinar's over. Yay! Okay, I have a treat for you guys. If you are here live today, this is my newest TPT resource I just put on TPT like 30 minutes ago, okay? And it's free. You can download it. So if you look in the comments, go scroll way up towards the top of the comments, and there is a link that I posted that has the TPT link on it. So if you would like this free resource, go ahead and download it, because after the webinar's over, it's going to be a part of a dollar deal. Okay. So these are Christmas countdowns. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to use these with my class. Okay, so I have created a lot of different Christmas countdowns. There is a Christmas tree, there's a Santa, there's a sleigh, there's a gingerbread house, and there's a candy bag. So there's two different kinds. There's one that has the numbers already on it that the kids can color in for the Christmas countdown. Or if you want your kids to write the numbers themselves, which I'm going to have mine write them, because my first graders are able to do that. But if you have kindergarten, you might want to have the ones with the numbers already in there. Okay, so there's two different options that you can choose from. You can print out. I'm going to put these in my student data binders. Okay, I have student data binders that have their attendance for every month, and then I have the iStation scores in there. I have addition, subtraction scores, so they can see their progress for each month. So this is going to be in their student data binder. I'm going to let them choose which template they want, and then we're going to write the numbers in there together. And then I also have these templates that are colored as well. They're also in the resource, okay? So what you can do is, let's say you want to do the Christmas tree. You copy the Christmas tree on color, put it on your document camera, put it on your smartboard, okay? If you want to show your kids where to write the numbers, then you use the colored one, okay? Use the colored one on your smartboard. You can also use the black and white one. If you want to use the black and white one, that's fine. But I put different options in there for you guys. So snag it now during the webinar. If you're watching live, there's a link at the very, very top of the comments. It's a TPT link, okay? Click on it, and it's a freebie. Only you guys that are watching live can get this resource. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because after the webinar is over, then I'm going to put a price on it. Okay. So You're welcome, Julia. Yay! Hey, Lowin. Oh, yay! You guys are downloading it. Hi, Jill. Hi, Melissa. So give me a thumbs up in the comments if you already downloaded this. Okay? Look in the comments. Scroll all the way up. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoy this because I'm so excited about it. Give me a thumbs up if you already downloaded it. All right. So this is a video of my classroom. If you want to watch it later, you can. It goes through all the different corners and different nooks and crannies of my classroom, all my different centers, how I set everything up in my classroom. You're welcome to watch that later. Okay. Just click on the picture and it goes to my YouTube channel. Okay. And you guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be great. And this is how I organize my units. And so I get a lot of questions, from not just you guys, but from teachers at school also that ask me how I organize my units and my mentor text. So I'm going to share with you real quick how I do this. And if you heard this before, I apologize. But I use these binders. I have cover sheets for each thematic unit that I teach. I think I function better whenever I have a master copy that I can take it out of the binder, I can make a copy of it. Because, technology is not always our friend, and sometimes Google Drive doesn't work, or you can't find the page that you need, and so I like to have a hard copy. I'm still old school, but I still like doing that. So I have dividers inside of each binder, so they're divided into subjects: reading, writing, math, science, poetry, art, and so I have all my masters in there. So this is a link to my TPT store as well. You can click on the picture if you would like to use these binder covers, okay? And then this is how I organize my mentor text. So at the bottom picture here, I have these clear plastic tubs from Walmart. I put dividers inside the tubs to divide it into different skills. So I have one for math workshop, reader's workshop, writer's workshop, and then I have divided into skills. Okay, so for example, for writer's workshop, I will have it divided by nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositions, and so on. For math workshop, I have it divided by addition, subtraction, measurement, time, geometry, so on and so on. For reader's workshop, I might have cause and effect, text-to-text connection, text-to-self connection, author's purpose, all those different skills. Okay, so I can just grab the book out of there. It's underneath my desk, and I can grab it when I need it. And then my thematic units, I have these teal baskets on the back of my classroom on top of my cubbies. These are amazing baskets. I got them from Walmart. They're also on Amazon. And so they are so sturdy. They're very durable. I've had them for 5 years now. They have not cracked. They have not broken. They have them in all colors. So if you have black, if you want to have black ones, they have black. They have all different colors. So that's just how I organize my mentor text. These books, the kids cannot touch. These are only for me. Okay, so let's go on to December. Okay, so my units for December. These are what I've done in the past. Now, you don't have to do all of these things, okay? Please, please, please don't think that I'm trying to say that you have to do all of this, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I just want you to pick and choose what works for you, okay? What works for your teaching style. Your teaching style is different than my teaching style. And then your neighbor, next door to you is different. So you do you, okay? So these are some things that I do. I like to do a Nutcracker day. I like to do an Elf day, Gingerbread day, a Grinch day, Polar Express day, and then a Reindeer day. And then all of that, the umbrella on top of all of that is my holidays around the world thematic unit, okay? So within the holidays around the world, I have those different days, okay? So for example, if I'm teaching about Germany, I'll do Gingerbread Day, okay? If I'm teaching about Russia, I'll do a Nutcracker Day, okay? If I'm doing, if I'm doing USA, then I'll have a Polar Express Day, okay? So anyway, so these are all the different things that you can do if you want to for December. So I also do Jan Brett. So Jan Brett has a lot of stories that lend herself to Christmas Around the World, or Reindeer, or Elves, or Gingerbread. I mean, she's got so many great stories, okay? So those are the units that I do for December. So let's start with Jan Brett, okay? Who doesn't like Jan Brett? Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Okay, so these are the books that I read. I read The Wild Christmas Reindeer, Christmas Trolls, The Night Before Christmas, The Nutcracker, Gingerbread Baby, The 12 Days of Christmas, Home for Christmas, Who's That Knocking on Christmas Eve? Okay, and then I have an author center that I just print out pictures of the books off of Google Drive or Google, and then I laminate them, and I have a poster. I have a bulletin board that I put her pictures on. So this is actually a freebie. You can click on the picture here, and it goes to Google Drive. And then I have all of these already printed out for you, already made for you. I have her sign, I have her picture and everything. You can just print it out and put it in your author center. And then these are some writing craftivities that I like to do with Jan Brett. So like this one is Christmas Trolls. This one, the polar bear, is Who's Knocking on Christmas Eve. This one is The Night Before Christmas. This one is The Mitten. This one is The Wild Christmas Reindeer. And then this is The Gingerbread Baby. So this is actually an author study bundle that I have. So if you're interested in my Jan Brett bundle, click on these pictures and it'll take you straight to her resource. Let's see, Esther, your question says, do you do 1 unit a day or pick several to focus on during the few weeks in December? Our semester ends before break, so we have assessments to do and it's hard to fit more in. So, yes, I do 1 unit a day, but sometimes I do 2 days per unit. So I'm going to share with you, that's a great question, by the way, Esther. I'm going to share with you in just a minute how I break up my Christmas around the world days, because I do 2 days for each country. Okay? That's a great question. So this is, speaking of Christmas around the world, this is my thematic theme center. Okay? So I have a theme center that flip-flops between science and social studies. And so I have 2 weeks for social studies, or 2 weeks of science, or I could have 3 weeks of social studies and 3 weeks of science. And so I also have Fahrenheit Friday, which I bring in science experiments and investigations on Fridays as well. But this is my theme center. So for this one, I just have lots of Germany things, because my family heritage and traditions are German. Okay, my family is from, my great-great-grandparents are from Germany. So I have a lot of traditions in my family that are from Germany. So I have a lot of great things to share with the kids from my heritage, from my family, that I share with them. So gingerbread houses, gingerbread men, I have German hats that we wear. And then I have these little boxes full of all of these little paper dolls from all the Christmas around the world, the Santa Clauses around the world. So they don't touch those, they just look at them. You could also do put a device in the center and have them listen to an epic story or a Storyline Online story, or have a cassette player in there. That's what I do sometimes too. So my theme center is one of their favorite centers of all. They love it. Another really great center that they love is the writing center. Okay. So like I said, I am going to be decorating my writing center using these templates starting tomorrow. And so I have these posters that says, what can I write about? And so I can write a shape book. I can write a how-to book. I can write a letter. I can write a recipe. There's 10 different templates, 10 different ones. And then these words over here are these vocabulary words. Then I'm going to cut these out and put them on a ring, and the kids can use them to write on their templates. Or if you have a pocket chart next to your writing center, then you could use those vocabulary words on your pocket chart. Okay, so here's a little video of my writing center resource. Okay, so there you have it. And I also made a banner that you can cut out, and you can make a banner on top of your writing center that says Christmas writing. Okay, so This is an example. These are not my pictures. These are examples from Pinterest. I went on Pinterest and I saved a lot of different pictures. I just love Pinterest for this. So these are some examples of what your writing center could look like, or some supplies that you could have. And so like different baskets, you could have a little Santa Claus mailbox, which is really cute. I like this one right here because it has the pegboard, and then they put the vocabulary words on the pegboard, which is really cute. Or that's not a pegboard, a chicken wire. And then this one up here has the pocket chart that I was talking to you about. This one down here has a little mailbox on the side with the different Christmas cards. So if you have any Christmas cards saved from years and years and years, just take out your Christmas card and cut off the cover of it. And if the back side of the card is blank, the back of the cover, have them write on the back side of the card. And then that's just perfect. Then they can mail it in the mailbox. Or you can just get some cards from Walmart or Amazon and get some really cute Christmas envelopes and have them mail their letters to Santa. You can even have colored paper, for them to do different colored drawings on for their letter to Santa. You can have different pens and pencils, Christmas themed, which I think is adorable. And so the possibilities are endless. I mean, so stinking cute. So like I said, I'm going to be setting up mine tomorrow, so I will send you all some pictures in the Facebook group, and I can't wait to share with you what that looks like. Okay, so we are going to start with Christmas around the world. So Christmas around the world, or holidays around the world, I love reading this mentor text called Jingle Bells. Okay, now this is not the traditional song Jingle Bells. It does have parts of it in there, but the kids are traveling around the world. Okay, and if you don't have this book, you might want to look up on Amazon or look on YouTube, because it's a great story as a whole hook into this unit. Okay, so the kids are going to travel around the world with a story and see different traditions for different countries. Okay, and then this is going to be day one, so they're going to make a book called Traveling Around the World for the Holidays. So I take construction paper, I take red and green. And I put them in a different order, like red, green, red, green, red, green. And then I staple a book together. So the book has about, I would say, 7 or 8 pages. And so on the cover, they put the title up here at the top. And then they make this picture of the children around the world. And they glue it on the cover. And then on the inside of that cover, they make a table of contents. Okay. So I'm also connecting nonfiction stories with holidays around the world. I'm connecting maps and cardinal directions with holidays around the world. And so different cultures and different kinds of weather and landforms and all those different teaks that we have to teach in Texas, which you guys I'm sure do too. And so every time we learn a new country, they have this map that they glue in their book. And so they color a different country when we learn a new country. So they're learning where these countries are, and then they can label them. They can label the cardinal directions. Okay, so another great story to read is Joy to the World, Christmas Around the Globe. These are great stories to hook them in, okay? Kind of like a really good overview of the whole unit. Okay, and then day 2 and day 3, I'm starting United States. I like to start with United States because it's a great connection, because the kids already know the traditions and customs that we do in the United States. At least some of them do. Not everybody celebrates the same way. So that's what makes us so unique, because everybody has different traditions and customs from all around the world. Because, like I have my traditions from Germany, and then my kids might have some traditions from Mexico or from Russia. I've had Russian students before that have told us about what they do in Russia. It's amazing. So I spend about 2 days for each country. And then we talk about the different traditions of Santa Claus, okay, and Rudolph and the Christmas tree. And then we talk about the flag. They draw the flag, so I give them this 4-square. It's not really a 4-square, it's a 6-square. I give them this template, and then we fill in the flag, we fill in our language, we fill in our traditions, our weather, our landforms, and the languages that we speak. And then we color these pictures. And so what I do is I do one day for the template that they have to write on and color. I do the next day with the pictures. So the pictures have the lights on the house and the tree and the turkey and the candy cane and the stocking and the flag. And then I'll give them a candy cane. I'll give them something to eat, something to munch on that goes along with that country while they're working on this. It is so fun. And then I'll put on Christmas music. I'll put on Christmas music that goes along with that country. And so you can just dive all in and just do the whole gamut, they're going to have so much fun with this. And so you can read Santa's Book of Names. You can also give them a passport. If you want them to have a passport instead of making a book, this passport is also in this unit. So each day they can color the flag, they color the stamp, they color the country, and then you can make this little passport booklet for them that they can color. I've also seen teachers that make the little suitcase that they carry around to different classrooms. We don't really do that anymore with our first grade teachers because it takes too long for us to rotate around. And it's really sad, but we have so much testing that we have to do in December that some of this stuff gets left behind. And so as much as I can pull this in and still get them to to cut and paste and color and craft and do all these fun things, it still makes it fun. Even though I'm testing, they don't really realize that I'm testing them if they're still having fun. You know what I mean? So then the second day, we can write letters to Santa, or if you have a child that doesn't believe in Santa, or if your school says that you cannot write letters to Santa, you can write to Rudolph. You can write to Frosty the Snowman. You can write to Mrs. Claus. You can write to the elves. Okay, and then we talk about parts of a letter. And then we talk about the heading, the greeting, the body of the letter, the closing, the signature. And then we put these craftivities in our hallway. And they're super cute. Okay, so my kids have already written their letters to Santa at home because we have our newspaper in town has a really special event where they print all of our Santa letters for December in our newspaper in our town. And so they've already written their letters. And so I have all of them at school. And so the next part that we have to do is just make the top of the Santa head and then put it all together. And so we're going to do that tomorrow. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. All right, so you can also do How to Catch Santa. There's 2 different books that I found that are super cute by 2 completely different authors. And so you can have the kids write a how-to story. If you're doing procedural writing right now in your for your scope and sequence, then you could have them write first, then next, and last about how to catch Santa. So this is another resource that I just made a couple days ago. And then these 2 suggested mentor texts are perfect for this, okay? So let's watch my How to Catch Santa sneak peek. Okay, hope you catch Santa. I know they're going to have a lot of fun doing that. Okay, so I also have these cute little hats. If you want to have your kids make hats for different days, like Santa Day or Mrs. Claus, and then you have Gingerbread Day and you have a Reindeer Day, have them make different hats. The kids love making hats. They love wearing hats. And so I have these also in my store. You can click on the picture here and take you to the resource, okay? So these hats are so much fun for them to make. Okay, so moving on to England, okay, you can read The Night Before Christmas, you can read Father Christmas, you can read Christmas in England, okay? So I give them these little plum pudding cookies. Okay, so you can get these at Walmart or HEB or whatever, and then I give them a cookie that while they're working on their project, they are doing the Foursquare one day, and then they're doing the pictures the second day. So for England, we talk about the mistletoe, the plum pudding, the Yule log. We talk about the flag. We talk about Father Christmas, and Father Christmas is the skinny version of Santa, and so they think that's so hilarious. I don't know why. They always laugh about that because they can't picture Santa skinny. And so I just think that's so funny. And so this is what we do for England. And then we also do an evergreen investigation, okay? So for the hollyberry, since the mistletoe comes from England, or a tradition from England, then we talk about evergreen trees. You can also do evergreen trees for Germany as well. But I have these different pine needles from different pine trees. So when I went on vacation to Wyoming or Colorado or Montana, then I pick out some different pine needles from different trees, and I saved them and then labeled them. And so I put them around the room in different stations. And so then they get to go and observe. They get look through a magnifying glass, and they get to observe the different pine cones and the different pine needles. And then they have to draw a picture of each one, and they label the different ones. And so this is really, really fun for them to see the different pine needles, because our kids in Texas, they don't get to ever see these kinds of pine needles. So it's really, really fun for them. Okay, so those are some ideas for England. Now, this is for Germany. Like I said, I've got lots of different traditions and customs in my family that we do for Germany. And so I read Christmas in Germany. I read The Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett. I give them a gingerbread cookie to eat. And at Walmart or HEB, they have these little bags of gingerbread men, okay? They're very cheap. You just give them one cookie to eat. And so the first day, we talk about St. Nicholas, the Christkindl, and the Christmas tree, and the gingerbread house, and all that good stuff. We talk about the flag and their language, and then they do their Foursquare the first day, and the second day, they glue their pictures on here. And then I have those German hats that we wear, or I wear, they can wear in their center. And then we talk about the Advent wreath, the stocking, about all the traditions for Germany, okay? And then we can make a gingerbread house, okay? So I have three different ways that you can make a gingerbread house. The easiest one is this one right here, the Craftivity with the writing on it, okay? So if they've ever made a gingerbread house at home, they will already know how to do this. If they have not, then you might want to read them a story about it. There's a book about how to build a gingerbread house that you can read, and then they have to put the first, then, next, and last. You could have, in the resource, I have different pictures that they put in order. And they can just like predict what order that they think they could, put the house in order in. And then they make the topper up here. You can put glitter on it, which is really super cute, and put it in your hallway. Or you can have them make a 3D gingerbread house out of paper bags. So at HEB or your local grocery store, I'm sure they have those brown paper bags. And in the resource, I give you step-by-step directions on how to put it together. I will tell you it's a little bit tricky. So you want to give yourself a lot of time to put those paper bags together. You do not want to put those paper bags together the day of. Let me tell you, it'll get frustrating for you because it takes a while, okay? So you want to plan way ahead of time. If you want them to make the house on a Friday, start making the houses on Monday. Okay, have them all ready to go. So all they have to do is color the pictures and then glue them on the house. And then you take cotton balls. You can glue cotton balls on there. You can glitter it. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. And typically, I usually hang these in the classroom. I have the clips hanging from my ceiling, and so I hang them from my classroom. And they're so cute. And I also tell them that they can give this gingerbread house to their parents for Christmas. This is their present for mom and dad, if you want to. Or if you want them to really, really decorate a gingerbread house, from Oriental Trading, there are these foam gingerbread houses that you can hot glue together. Get a parent to hot glue them together for you, okay? And then you can have the kids bring in all of these ingredients, like the pretzels and the Fruit Loops and the icing, and the coconut and the peppermints. You can have them each bring something, and then you divvy it out to each kid. Give them a paper plate, which is a Chinette plate. I use the Chinette plates because they're really durable and they don't fall apart. Okay. And they're going to create their gingerbread house on the plate. So they can make a little yard around it. But this will take, pretty much the whole day to make. So you want to plan ahead. If you want to do a gingerbread day, this would be a great activity to do because it takes all day. Okay. So there's 3 different options. Okay. There's a easy, there's a medium, and there's a hard. Okay. And I've done all 3 of them, and I love all 3 of them. But if you are pressed for time and you can't have them decorate, then have them do the writing craftivity. That only takes a day. Okay. So it's super fun to do gingerbread day, and then they can have a gingerbread hat. Yay. Okay. Gingerbread hat. So fun. Let's see. I have got some great ideas here. They can go to the Christmas tree lot to get free samples. Oh yeah. I forgot about that, Mom. Yeah, that's true. And then Jill says, I absolutely love the gingerbread house using a paper bag. Yes, it's very cute, very cute. It's just make sure you give it enough time to make them. Okay. Okay. Moving on to Russia. So we're going to Russia. You can read The Tale of Babushka. You can read The Nutcracker. You can read The Snow Child. Okay. The Snow Child is a precious story. I love The Snow Child. I love The Nutcracker also. And I love playing the music of The Nutcracker while they're working. Okay. So, we talk about the Grandfather Frost, and we talk about the flag, talk about their language, the bodies of water, the landforms, their traditions. And so the Tale of Babushka really goes into a lot of the traditions for Russia. So you're going to do the Foursquare on one day and then do the pictures on the other day. Okay. So, and then you're going to give them the treat that goes with Russia. If you remember what these are called, you can comment down below because I don't remember what they're called. Isn't that sad? And then the next day, you can do the Nutcracker, okay? You can read the Nutcracker, then you can do a nut experiment. So you can give the kids the bag of whole nuts, like the almonds, the walnuts, the peanuts, the pistachios, and then they're going to sort them. They're going to graph them, and then you can turn it into a math activity if you want to, okay? That would be totally great. You can have them make a Nutcracker ornament, which is really fun. They can write about the land of sweets, and you can have them do a topper of land of sweets, or you can have them do a retell of first, then, next, and last with a sequencing foldable. So the sequencing foldable is really easy. You just take a big piece of construction paper, you fold it in half, and you cut 4 slits in the front. This one, you don't have to put the slits in there, because you're going to turn it upwards like this instead of side by side or horizontal. You're going to turn it vertical. Okay. And then you're going to put the pictures inside. So you're going to open it up, and then they're going to put the pictures inside that does a retell of the Nutcracker. So it's really fun. Okay. And then you can do Mexico. Mexico is super fun. Give them a tamale or give them a tortilla that they can munch on. Okay. Or tortilla chips. Okay. So we talk about the Las Posadas, the poinsettia. We read The Legend of the Poinsettia, Christmas in Mexico, The Night of Las Posadas. Tommy DePaula has 2 great stories that you can read for Mexico. And then we talk about the flag, the piñata, the poinsettia, their language. And we all listen to Feliz Navidad when we sing to it. They all know that song. And so that's super fun. And then the last country that I do is the Netherlands. And so this one is really fun because of the wooden shoes. And so the Dutch chocolate, you can have the kids line up their shoes out in the hallway and then have Santa Claus come and fill their shoes with chocolate while they're not looking. And then they go outside and then they get their chocolate out of their shoes. They think that is the best thing ever. Oh my gosh. You would think that, they won the lottery because they just can't believe there's chocolate in their shoes. So we talk about Santa Claus and the wooden shoes and their traditions for Holland and the Netherlands. And so the story about Santa Claus is a really good story. Talks about how he got to where he was and how he got his horse. It's really, really good. Okay. All right. So if you want to do a Polar Express day will probably work really well with United States. Okay. So you could have them dress in their pajamas. You could serve hot chocolate. You could make this craftivity that has the train at the top. And then they're going to write about My Polar Express adventure. They could write a new story, or they could write the first, then, next, last from the real story. Now, if you want them to retell from the movie or from the book, that is totally up to you. Okay. And they could make the sequencing foldable right here at the bottom with the train on the front. This is so pretty. So stinking cute. You could have them make a jingle bell necklace. Okay. They can make it. They can string it on there and with the pony beads and then the jingle bells. You could have them make a train out of candy. You'll have to have a hot glue gun with you to hot glue the candy together for the train, because the regular glue won't hold it. Okay, so they can take that home as well. Or you can write about how to make hot chocolate. You can actually make hot chocolate if you want to make it in the percolator or your, what's it called? Crock pot. You can make it for the class, and they can watch you make it, and then they can write about it. Okay, then they can sample it and see if it's good. This was a picture of Kennedy, my daughter, when she was in kindergarten. They had a Polar Express party, and I just love the train that they made here in front of the cafeteria tables. The parents did all that. So super cute. That was their Christmas party that they had. Then you can make a train hat, Polar Express hat. How about that? All right, so we're going to do a second winner, okay? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, you guys are commenting a whole bunch today. Okay, I think I'm going to pick Cameron Goodwin Williams. Yay, Cameron. Cameron, you're my second winner. All right. So you can pick one of those 4 resources that I showed at the very, very beginning of the webinar, and I'm going to message you them after the webinar in Facebook Messenger, okay? Yay, Cameron. And if you don't remember what they are, then I will post them in the Facebook group. No worries, okay? All right. So if you want to do a Reindeer Day, this is what we do for Reindeer Day. We have our Reindeer Day as our end of the semester Christmas party. This is our Christmas celebration, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Cameron. I hope you like it. So we have stations set up all about reindeer. We have a big neighborhood outside of our classroom, and so we set up about 12 different stations. We have parents that come and work the stations. We don't work the stations. We set them up. We organize them, and we tell the parents what to do. So we can just walk around and we can just monitor the kids. So the kids have free range and free roam of the centers. And so they have about 2 hours to go through all 12 centers. And we give them a necklace that has, I believe, a jingle bell on it, or we give them something that they have to hole punch. And on their badge, it's either a necklace or a pin, I can't remember. But they have to, the parents have to hole punch the number of the station on their badge. Because if you don't do that, some of the kids are going to skip the stations they don't want to go to. Because they just don't want to. Or they're too tired. Or they'd rather just sit down and do nothing. Or you're going to have some kids that go to one station twice or 3 times. So for example, the pancake station. Some kids are going to want to go to that 2 or 3 times because they want seconds. Okay, so we punch their badge to keep track of how many centers they've gone to. So it really, really helps. So I have a parent. We have 2 or 3 parents at each station. One parent is in charge of telling the kids what to do. One of the parents is in charge of handing out the supplies. And the other parent is in charge of hole punching. Okay, so they each have a job to do. And so some of the stations that we have are pin the nose on the reindeer. We have a jingle bell toss. We have a reindeer ornament. They color an ornament and they color and then they pin them on the antlers of the deer. We have a reindeer toss. They try to toss the rings to get onto the reindeer antlers. We have reindeer pancakes. We have a reindeer movie going on. We have Rudolph going on one of the sides with the smart board so they can sit and watch the movie. We've had hot chocolate before. However, we've had a lot of accidents with the hot chocolate, so I don't know if we're going to be doing that again. So since they have pancakes, we decided, you know what, they can just drink their water bottle while they're eating the pancakes because they're less messy, because the hot chocolate will go everywhere. Okay. We've had lots of disasters. So another thing you could do is make a jingle bell necklace. They can make a necklace. They can make reindeer food. So we have a station where they go and they get the glitter, the oats, the M&Ms, and they make a baggie of glitter of reindeer food, and then they take it home. So everything that they make during the station time, they go and put it on their desk. And I give them a white bag or a paper bag, and they put all of their activities in that bag. Because parents are there, and so it's a half a day that day. We get out early that day. So it's all in the morning. It's right away in the morning. We have a sock exchange that is before the reindeer station, so they each exchange a sock. We have a sock exchange, and then, or you could do a book exchange, whatever you want to do. And then after the stations are over with, the parents take them home, so they can sign them out early. So it works out really well. And so then we go out to recess. We have an extra recess time, and then we come back in, and it's time to go home. So the day goes by really fast, actually. And then the teachers, we all have the same t-shirts that we wear with reindeer on them. So we have antlers that we wear. It's really, really fun. It's really cute. And it's really nice for us because we get to walk around and we get to monitor the kids. If they're being silly, if they're not following directions, they have to sit out and they cannot do it at all. So we've had that problem before. So we tell them that they have to be on their best behavior, especially when parents are there. You could have them make a reindeer hat to wear. Or you could have the reindeer hat as part of the stations. Okay. So here's some really great reindeer books you can read. I spend about 2 or 3 days ahead of time talking about reindeer. And I do lots of different activities with reindeer. So I read all of the other reindeer, the Littlest Reindeer, the Wild Christmas Reindeer, Rudolph, Reindeer Christmas, all about reindeer, the Itsy Bitsy Reindeer. I will tell you that my favorite one of all is Reindeer Christmas. If you have not read this book yet, it is so sweet. It's got such a sweet message about Christmas, okay, about giving and sharing and being kind. So that is a really great story. And then here's an activity you could do with Olive, the other reindeer. They can write first, then next, and last, and then draw a picture of Olive to put at the top of their story. So that's really fun. And again, this is clickable, so you can click on the picture here. And then the Reindeer Christmas one I have here, then you can have them do you have two different options in this resource. You can have them do first, then next, and last. Or you can have them write about my wish for Christmas. My wish for Christmas, because there's a magic wishing box in this story, which is so sweet. So if you haven't, like I said, if you haven't read it, it's one of my favorites. Okay, so you might want to check it out. So those are all my reindeer activities that I like to do. Plus, I have a reindeer lap book that we like to do. So we do reindeer research. I read them Reindeer in the Arctic. This book is excellent. I love this nonfiction story. We write all about reindeer. So one day we talk about the life cycle. One day we talk about the parts of the reindeer. One day we do a template that says reindeer can have an R. And then you can also have them make this craftivity up here with a reindeer. And then you fold the legs accordion style, so they kind of fold. And then you can make the eyes and the nose, the Rudolph nose, and then put this in the hallway. It's super cute. Now, if you have a child that doesn't celebrate Christmas, which I know we've all had, you could have them write about a reindeer instead of write about the elf. Okay, so you could get a plush or stuffed reindeer, and hide him in the classroom with the elf, and then have them write about each day. Okay, so day one, what are we gonna do? Where's the reindeer? Is he above the shelf? Is he below the shelf? Is he beside the shelf? So we talk about prepositions as well. They're gonna give them a name, and then it's just like the elf. It's just a reindeer. So that's another option, which is also in this resource. Okay, so if you want to do that, this is our holiday book exchange. And so I have my kids, in the past, I've had my kids bring a Christmas book to exchange. They wrap it ahead of time, and I have a Christmas tree in my room, so they put it under the tree. And then right before we do the stations for Reindeer Day, we have our book exchange. And so all the girls are together in the circle, all the boys are together in the circle. And I read them a story where they have to pass the book to the right or pass the book to the left. And then at the end of the story, whatever book you have in your lap is the one that you open. Now, if it's your own book, then you have to switch with somebody else. I've also done this with socks, Christmas socks, which is super fun. The past couple years, my team has done socks. So it's really fun. It's fun to do both of them because they love the socks. They love those fluffy Christmas socks. You could do the same thing. But this is a freebie. You can click on the picture. This is not mine, but it's from TPT. So you can click on the picture and check it out. Okay, moving on to elves. You can read The Littlest Elf, of course, Elf on the Shelf, Santa's Elf, 5 Busy Elves, How to Catch an Elf, The Elves' Night Before Christmas, okay? Lots of great elf stories. And then the Elf Diaries, you can click on the picture here. It'll take you to the resource that has the Elf Diaries on it. It's from TPT. And then this is How to Catch an Elf, if you want them to write about that. Okay. Oh, yes, Heather. I know I don't have a picture right this second of the shirts for the Reindeer Day shirts, but I will. That's a great idea. I will post it in the comments later, okay? Thank you for asking. And then you could make an elf hat for Elf Day. How fun. Okay, same with the Grinch. You could have a Grinch Day, okay? So you can make a lap book of the Grinch. This template is super easy. You just trace. You can draw it on. What I did was I drew it on a Manila folder and I cut it out, and then I had the kids trace his face, and then they traced his hat, and then you can use cotton balls to put on his the white part of his hat, and then you can make an anchor chart. Mr. Grinch, you are so awesome, furry, green, caring, nice, like good on one side and bad on the other side. Okay. And then you can make these little snacks for them with the grapes and the strawberries and the bananas. These are so cute. And of course, read the story, or you can watch the movie. And then there's a poem. Hey there, Mr. Grinch, why are you so mean? You try to stop all the fun, the worst I've ever seen. This is from First Grade Wow. First Grade Wow is a first grade teacher, and everything she has on her website is free. She has tons of poems that I use. I love her poems. They're so cute. Okay, then you can also incorporate Christmas math. Okay, I know there's so much. I know it's overwhelming. I know. Okay, but you can read lots of great Christmas stories that have math in them, okay? So here's what I do. We do Eureka Math, and so after we watch the video of Eureka Math, we do the problem of the day from Eureka, and then I read them a story, a math story, okay? So I have tons of math stories for every holiday, and I love reading literature in math. I think that's such a great way to do cross-curricular, okay, to teach cross-curricular. So they are making an inference in their head about why the story is about math. So we touch our schema and we say, why is the story about math, okay? They have their whiteboard on their lap. They're on the carpet. I'm reading the story, and they have their marker. They're drawing something on their whiteboard that has something to do with math. So if it has counting, they're writing the numbers that are in the story. Okay. If it has a story problem, they're solving the problem on their whiteboard. Okay. So whatever I've taught them, like if I taught them number bonds, they could draw a number bond. If I've taught them math equations, they're writing math equations. If I've taught them place value, they're drawing place value. So anything that I've taught them, they can make a connection and they can draw it on the whiteboard. After I read the story, they turn and tell their partner what they drew. Or they might ask their math question. If they have a question on their whiteboard, they might ask their neighbor or their partner their question and see if their partner can answer it. Then I pick the best one. Each day I pick a different child. I pick the best board to show the class. And then that child gets to tell the class what they drew or what they wrote for that day. So I really urge you guys to try to read as much math literature as you can. I know it takes a lot of time. You don't have to do it every single day, but if you can set aside one day a week to read math literature, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. And it's so great to connect reading with math. It's so easy. So here's a fun thing you can do. You can save, you know how you guys have probably saved all your your Christmas bows from years past. I have had bags and bags of bows. I'm not thinking, what am I going to do with these bows? So I put the bows inside of baggies, and I give the baggies I make as many as I have in the class. I have 18 kids, so I would make 18 bags of bows. They're going to sort the bows, and I give them a chip tray. And so you see at the bottom here, there's a chip tray. I love using these plastic chip trays. They're going to sort the colors, or they can sort the sizes or the shapes of the bows or whatever. Then they're going to graph them. You give them this graphing page. And by the way, this was one of the resources that I posted in my newsletter this morning on my email list. So if you want to check it out, if you haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So I have a blog post all about this activity, okay? So they can color all the bows at the bottom here. Then they can color how many of each one. Then they're going to color the bows in their bag. They're going to estimate how many bows do they think are in their bag. Then they're going to count them and see if they're correct, okay? Really fun and cute and easy math activity with graphing and counting. And then they have, there's a page also that has how many blue bows did you have, how many red bows, how many white bows. They answer all the questions, and then they have to make a story problem. So it's problem solving as well as graphing and counting, okay? Or I love these math mats. These are also in my store. You can click on the links of the pictures. I love using holiday erasers. So from Target or from Amazon, get your holiday erasers. Have the kids create story problems with their erasers, and then put these in a plastic sleeve. Copy them on colored paper, color printer, and then you can use candy if you want them to use candy. That's up to you, or you can have them use the erasers or any counters that you have that are Christmas. You can even have them use ornaments, okay, marshmallows for hot chocolate, whatever. They're going to make a story problem. They're going to put their counters on the mats, and then they're going to write a number sentence to go with it. So I have these 3 add-ins. This one has 3 add-ins. This one has 2 add-ins. And then I have one that has subtraction also. Okay. So these are also a resource in my store. And I have these for every month and holiday. So I have them from August, September, all the way to May. So if you like using these mats for every month and holiday, go ahead and check those out. Or you can do bump, or you can do in and out. Okay, these are fun, easy games you can teach one time, and then you can switch them out for every month and holiday. Okay, and so if you're not familiar with bump, you're going to need them to have 10 counters, 10 snap cubes, okay, and a double dice. Okay, they're going to roll the double dice. They're going to add the 2 numbers together. Whatever the sum is of those 2 numbers, they take a snap cube and they place it on top of the number. So if they have 2 plus 2, they would put the snap cube on top of the 4. Okay, the free space at the top here is for 11 and 12. So if they get 6 plus 6 on the double dice, they can put their snap cube on the free space, because I didn't have a number 12, so I used a free space for that. So if they get the same numbers the second time, they can add the snap cube and they can stack their snap cube on the one they already have. That way, their partner cannot bump them off. They're safe, okay? But if their partner rolls the same sum, their partner can bump them off, and their partner can put their cube on the number and then bump them off. So whoever uses up all 10 cubes first wins. Okay, if there's somebody already stacked and that person rolls the same number again, their partner, they lose a turn because that person's already stacked and they can't bump them off. Okay, so, and then in and out is really fun. You can use the holiday erasers with this game. Teach it one time. The only thing that you have to do is tell them the sum right now is 10, or the sum is 15, or the sum is 20. So that's how many counters you would give them. Okay, don't give them any more than what you don't want them to count, okay? So let's say that you're teaching them friends of 10. you only give them 10. So you give them a cup, you can give them a Christmas cup. And they're going to hide some inside their cup, and then they're going to keep some on the table. Their partner closes their eyes, and then they say, ready. And then they open their eyes and they count how many are on the table, how many are out. So they write on their template, let's say they have 4 erasers out. They're going to write 4 for out. Then they have to count. They have to see how many are in the cup. They can't see. So this is really good for addition and subtraction or missing add-ins, okay? And so they're going to, I teach my kids to count on. So they're going to say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 6. 6 are in the cup. So they're going to count on, or whatever strategy you have taught them. Excuse me. Because in Eureka Math, we teach them how to count on a lot. Okay. So this is really great to differentiate. So if you have high kids, give them a sum of 20 or 30. Okay. If you have low kids, give them a 5 or 10. Okay. Whatever you want to do. It's so easy to differentiate, and you don't only have to teach it one time. And then you can tell them, okay, this time you're going to use 15 counters, or this time use 20. Okay, so those 2 products are in my store. Check those out. Or you can have them write story problems for Christmas. Give them stickers. I love stickers, Christmas stickers, okay? They are going to write a sticker story, a story problem using stickers, okay? So the best stickers I have found that work really well are these little stars. The ones that come on a big sheet that are like the gold and the green and the yellow, the red, the blue. Give them a star template that they can peel off the stickers, really, because those are small enough that they'll fit on the page. Okay. Then they're going to write story problems with their stickers. Okay. And so if you have already taught them how to write story problems, this is great. Okay. If you have kids that need help with writing story problems, this is also great, okay? So you can, it says the answer is 9. What is the problem? They're going to write a story problem, but they're going to decide if it's plus or minus, okay? They have to decide. You're not going to tell them. Now, if you want to tell them, that's fine. Or if you have high kids, have them decide. Give them a challenge, okay? Because they're going to have to decide if they want to do addition or subtraction, and then the question at the end says how many are all together or how many are left, okay? So they're using the concepts that you've already taught them for writing their story problems, okay? A December home project that I love doing, I've done it in the past, I'm sorry, my nose is itching, is making a Christmas diorama, okay? So they are going to build a Christmas diorama at home, or if you want to have them build it at school, this would be an excellent STEM project, okay? So you're going to give them a shoebox or a tissue box, okay? And then they're going to create their Christmas scene, okay, inside of their box, okay? Now, you could have them wrap the box with wrapping paper or tissue paper or whatever. Give them cotton balls. Give them little bitty trees. Give them little bitty presents. And then they're going to make their scene inside the box, okay? Then you can also have them write a how-to make their diorama. So here is the template they can use. They're going to write their materials and supplies in the box here. They're going to do first, then, next, and last, and they're going to describe how they made their Christmas diorama. Another thing you can do, if you don't want them to make a Christmas diorama, you can have them make landforms. Because I know in our scope and sequence right now, we're teaching about maps and landforms. So give them a box or give them a plate and have them create landforms using construction paper or Play-Doh or Legos or something like that inside their box, and have them make their landforms, okay? If you want to get Christmassy with the landforms, you could also do a Christmas scene with the landforms, and you can connect those two together. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless. So this is a great STEM activity. I know some of you are really into the STEM activities, and so this is perfect for you. And this is a freebie that's in my store. So click on the picture here, okay? And this, I know a lot of teachers are always wondering, what am I going to have my kids make their parents for Christmas? Well, I will tell you, this is so easy and simple, okay? So I have a link right here. Click on this picture. These are the wood chips from Amazon, okay? They're a pack of 30 for, I think, $10. get your chips, and then they come with a little string. So you're going to put the string at the top and then tie the string, okay? Get you some tempera paint. Tempera paint is at Walmart, okay, or Amazon, and have them color or paint the background whatever color you want them to, okay? I had them use this turquoise color because actually, to be honest with you, I had this turquoise color and I have never used it. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to use it for the ornaments. And it turned out so cute. So you have them paint the background, have it dry, okay? The next day, give the kids some white paint, and then they're going to use these 3 fingers, okay? They're going to dip their fingers into the paint, and then they're going to put their fingers onto the chip, and they're going to make snowmen, okay? So just make sure that you have lots of places for these to dry, because they're going to need to dry, okay? So I put them outside on my table outside where the kids can't touch them, because then the next day, they're going to use colored Sharpies to decorate their snowman. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. So they can do the scarves, they can do the hats, the eyes, the carrot nose, the mouth. They can make little snowflakes, draw silver snowflakes around it if you want to. This would look really pretty if you had a red background or a green background, whatever background you want to use. But using their fingers is so fun. They love dipping their fingers in and then putting their fingers on the chip. So just make sure they don't have a lot of paint on their finger, because if they have too much paint on their fingers, it'll take longer to dry. Okay? Lesson learned. So super cute idea. And then on the back, I put their school picture from this year. So I cut out their little picture and I glue the picture on the back with their name. Okay? So this is super fun, so cute and easy. Just order you some chips from Amazon. Okay? All right, so we're going to switch gears a little bit here. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, can I get an amen? Amen, okay. I understand what you're feeling, okay? What if I told you that all of your lesson plans, mentor text lists, anchor charts, interactive notebooks, and writing craftivities were already made for you? All you had to do was print them out. They're already there, okay? If you're having trouble finding time to plan, if you're having trouble finding time to gather materials, okay? If you were spending so much time at school and your neighbor down the hallway is leaving and you're like, oh my gosh, how does she leave so quick? How does she get everything done, okay? Sometimes you just have to stop and leave, okay? And leave it for the next day, okay? So you could spend more time for yourself with your family on the weekends, on the evenings, and I'm here to help you, okay? I'm giving you a chance to join my lifetime membership subscription. So this is new for December. You guys might have seen this in my Facebook group before, but I have free cross-curricular lesson plans for holiday traditions in Germany. So guess what? All of the things that I've just shared with you, these are free if you sign up on my email list, okay? You can subscribe to my email list and get a lesson for reading, writing, social studies, science, poetry for Christmas in Germany, okay? So each lesson is in a different email. So if you subscribe today, then you get an immediate email with the reading lesson. And then tomorrow you get an email with the writing lesson. And then the next day is the math. And the next day is the science and so on, okay? So we're going to watch a quick little video here of my lessons, my free lessons for Cross-Curricular Fun for Germany, okay? So let's see if this works here. Okay, so I'm going to go through each lesson with you so you know exactly what they have. So if you're interested, if you're interested in signing up on my email list, if you download this webinar, okay, there will be a link. You can sign up on the email list, and each one of these pictures also has a link for you to sign up to, okay? So these are only for my email list people. So for day one, you're going to read the gingerbread baby. So the objective is I can identify and write about author's purpose. So they're going to do author's purpose with the gingerbread baby. So each lesson has an objective. It has a suggested mentor text. It has an anchor chart, and it has an interactive notebook. Okay. So this is going to be their interactive notebook that they can glue in their reader's notebook for the gingerbread baby for author's purpose. Okay. And then the next day, lesson number 1 for poetry is they're going to do an interactive notebook with poetry called The Little Green Tree. And this is to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. Okay. And so you're going to read the poem as a shared reading. Then they're going to highlight different words in the poem. So like, let's say that you just taught about adjectives. They're going to highlight all the adjectives. So like little in green, okay, and fine. So here's how the poem goes. I'm a little green tree in the house. Here is my trunk. Here are my bows. Decorate me now with lights so fine. Then plug them in and watch me shine. So it's to the tune of row, row, row your boat. Then they're going to create a mental image in their head of the poem. They're going to visualize it in their head. They're going to illustrate it. So one side is the poem, the other side is the illustration. Okay? So you get this, the copy of the poem, the materials, the directions on day 2. Okay? That's poetry. So then day 3 is writing. And so you can write, here's the gingerbread craftivity. You can write about how to make a gingerbread house. And this is free if you are in my email list, guys. Okay? So you're going to read the gingerbread man. The objective is I can write a procedural text using first, then, next, and last. Okay? And then I have this skill card here that talks about what procedural text is. And then they can make the craftivity with their gingerbread house. Okay? And you get all of this on day 3 of your email sequence. Okay? Day 4 is math. Okay? So the objective is I can count and add numbers to make 10. Okay? So they're going to have a 10 frame. You're going to read the 10 Gingerbread Men story by Ruth Galloway. And then they're going to have this Gingerbread Men 10 frame right here. And then you can practice with gumdrops. You can practice with gingerbread erasers, whatever you want to do, and have them practice making friends of 10. And then they're going to have this template over here. They're going to write the equation that goes along with the 10 frame. Okay? So they're going to show me 2 ways to make 5. They're going to show me 2 ways to make 7, 2 ways to make 8, 2 ways to make 10. Okay? So that's really fun. You can have them glue it in their math notebook. Okay? The next day is social studies. Okay? You're going to read Me on the Map by Joan Sweeney. The objective is I can identify and write the cardinal directions on a map. So you're going to show them this anchor chart of the world. You're going to show them the cardinal directions. Show them the continents and the oceans. And I use Post-it notes for these. So I can just take them off, and then I give them to the kids, and the kids come up, and then they see if they can label the parts of the continents and the oceans. And then we make this paper plate that has the continents and the oceans, and then there's a cardinal direction. There's a compass rose in the middle. And then I glued, I got some of these little buttons that have airplanes, ships, cars, and trains. They're little buttons. I hot glued a paper clip onto the button, and then you can put a magnet on the bottom of the plate and have the plane travel around the world. It is so cute, and you probably saw it in the video. You'll see another video in just a minute of it, but that is another great way to teach cross-curricular because of magnets, about how the earth is a magnet, the North Pole, the South Pole is a magnet. The compass rose always points north because it's a magnet. So connecting all of those things together is phenomenal, okay? So much learning goes into these lessons. So this is social studies, okay? Because you're traveling around the world for Germany. And then for science, the next day, here's the evergreen investigation. You're going to investigate evergreens, and you're going to read the story called Oh, Christmas Tree by Jacqueline Farmer. And the objective is I can investigate evergreen trees and learn about their life cycle. So they're going to learn about how an evergreen tree grows, how, if it's living or non-living, and then they're gonna draw the life cycle, and then you can even have them observe the pine needles or the pine cones if you have them. Okay, so all of these are in the email subscription. Now, if you love these and you want more, how about 2 weeks worth of lessons for Christmas Around the World? 2 weeks, okay? They include reading, writing, poetry, math, science, and social studies. And so here's what they look like. And this is only available in my lifetime membership subscription, okay? So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, guys. So, oops, sorry about that. So if you are ready to take your classroom to the next level with my lifetime membership subscription, okay, so stay tuned, keep watching, okay, if you're interested. So you, here's what it includes. My lifetime membership subscription has 2 levels, okay? The first level, which is level number 1, which I know some of the teachers that are on here today are already in level 1. So it says, what is the cost? Level 1 is $15 a month, but you have unlimited access to all of my TPT resources. That means 400 plus resources at your fingertips. You don't have to pay for anything else, okay? And then all my webinars I've ever given, all the webinars are in the subscription. YouTube videos of my classroom of me teaching are also in the subscription. My lesson plans that I just showed you for each month, okay? So all of those lesson plans that are cross-curricular, I am working on doing those for every month, okay? So far, I already have the ones for August, September, October, November, and December. They're all in the portal already there for you, okay? You don't have to go hunting for your resources. You don't have to go hunting for your lesson plans, okay? It's already there for you. The next one I'm going to work on is Objects in the Sky for January, okay? So that's going to be coming up soon for January. You also have my podcast that you can listen to whenever you want, okay? Level 2 is the same thing that level 1 has, but it has 2 different perks. Level 2 has my 2 courses, my 2 signature courses that I've written, and which are my Writer's Workshop course and my Math Workshop course. You also have one-to-one coaching calls with me each month as you need them. So if you need coaching calls, if you need help with anything. So for example, you need help with a T-test goal, I can help you with that. If you need help with an observation lesson, like what do I teach for my observation? What kind of mentor text do I use? What kind of activities do I use? What kind of rigor and relevance do I need to use? What kind of questions do I need to ask my kids? I can help you with that, okay? You all have the same thing except you have the courses. The courses are each 6 hours each. Let me go over here. 6 hours of each course. You get a 6-hour PD certificate for each course that you complete. So Writer's Workshop, how to launch from day 1, okay, is 6 hours. Math Workshop Magic, empowering K2 mathematicians for 6 hours. So you get 12 hours of PD certificates, okay, PD hours. So going back over here is what does the membership include? You have 400 plus resources, such as you get 58 back to school resources. You get a year-long poetry bundle. All the poems that I've been sharing with you are all in a bundle. You get all of that. You get 117 linking literature resources. You get 23 math workshop resources, games, activities. You get 47 science investigation resources. You get 5 author studies. You get Kevin Hinks, Laura Numeroff, Patricia Polacco, Jan Brett, and Tommy DePaula. 20 Writers Workshop resources. You get 19 Readers Workshop resources with Reader's Theater scripts, like Gingerbread Man, Red Riding Hood, Three Little Pigs, just to name some. You get all my thematic units that are cross-curricular. You get All About Me, Apples, Community Helpers, Christopher Columbus, Pumpkins, Owls, Bats, Scarecrows, Native Americans, Christmas Around the World, Penguins, Arctic Animals, Weather, Objects in the Sky, Presidents, American Symbols, Texas, Rainforest, Insects, Plants, Life Cycles, Rocks and Fossils, Ocean and Sea Life. And then if you have a farmhouse theme, you get all of my farmhouse themed decor, which has posters for ABCs, posters for numbers, posters for the genres, okay? Anything you could ever want. These are the webinars that are included in the membership. In the membership, there are webinars for Writers Workshop. That means you could watch a webinar whenever you want to. You can get a training whenever you want to. For a Writers Workshop or Readers Workshop, Math Workshop, Literacy Centers, Teaching Cross-Curricular, and then I have all the Cross-Curricular Fun for August all the way to May. Okay, so what I'm teaching you right now, I always upload this into the portal so you can have it forever. Okay, you can always go back and rewatch it at your own leisure. And then I have a fairy tale writing unit you can watch, nonfiction writing unit, literature circles, procedural writing unit, persuasive writing unit, behavior management reboot, focus poetry, guided reading and writing, and Fahrenheit Friday, which is my science investigations. Okay, so I already showed you the courses that are in the level 2. Now, this total value is $500, but you get the membership at $200, which is more than half off. What a great deal. So level 1 is $15 a month. Level 2 is $20 a month. After 14 days, if you're not satisfied, you can get your money back, guaranteed. Okay, or you can unsubscribe anytime. Okay, not a problem. So if you are interested in checking out my Lifetime membership, scroll all the way up to the top of the comments in the webinar at the bottom here. Okay, there is a link that says KaraRickmanMyKajabi.com. If you click on that link, it'll take you to the page that has all the information about my 2 levels of membership. It also has the videos about the Christmas in Germany. It has the link for the email. If you want to subscribe to my email, it's all there. Okay, so you can click on the link, go up to the very, very top of the comments. These are some teacher testimonials for my membership. Okay, so Dawn says, I have used many of your resources and the kids are very engaged. My favorites are the writing craftivities and the book activities. They're easy to prep and teach. So thank you, Dawn. And then Terry says, I love all your resources and trainings. I'm so excited to use so many of your ideas and resources in my first grade classroom. I have learned so much from you. Thank you, Kara. And then Paula says, Kara has written a blueprint that is effective and efficient. She shows you step by step how to set up and run a writer's workshop. She makes it look very easy because all the hard work is done. I'm a veteran teacher who was extremely excited to use this program in the fall. This is money well spent. I loved all the videos. My notebook is full and I have referred back to it frequently. I have started the writer's workshop and the kids are doing well. It is very well done and easy to implement. So thank you, ladies, for that feedback. So again, if you want to look at the membership, look at the comments below. And then go to the very, very top of the comments, and that's the link that you can look at. Also, don't forget, guys, to download the freebie that I'm giving you today of the Christmas countdown. Okay, that is also in the comments. The link is also in the comments there. So scroll all the way up. If you need PD credit for today, message me afterwards and I will get you a certificate for 1 hour. Okay, so remember, I'm CPE certified, so there's a CPE number on here. Okay, so you can show your administrator that I am the real thing. Okay, I'm legit and I'm the real thing. I'm not just giving you credit, just because. I mean, it's the real thing. So now we're gonna have a third winner. Yay! All right, so let's see. How about Julia Clayton? Yay, Julia! You are my third winner. All right. So you guys can message me after the webinar is over. I'm going to upload this in the Facebook group in just a minute. Remember, all of the pictures that I showed you have clickable links. Okay? So you can click on any of the pictures. It'll take you straight to the resources. I have $40 deals that are going to be over with tonight. Okay? If you don't want to get a dollar deal right now, you can also wait until tomorrow. The cyber sale is going on tomorrow and Tuesday. You could save as much as 25% off with your purchase. Okay? But I think the dollar deals are probably a better way to go. So go look at my TPT store, and it's called Create Your Balance with Literacy. And then you can see those 40 different December resources for $1. Okay? So I'm going to look and see if anybody has a question. If you guys have a question about anything that I have showed you today, please make sure to message me or post a question in the Facebook group. I don't really see any questions right here. Oh, Cameron, you said my sister will be in town from Germany on the 8th. I was planning on having her come and do an activity with the kids. This will be perfect. Oh, yeah, that is amazing. Then she could teach them some German. That would be fun. Esther says, I love the cup game, and I haven't introduced it yet this year. Oh, Esther, you're going to love that in and out game. That is so easy to teach. And then Heather, I promise I will post a picture of the shirts for you, for the reindeer shirts, okay? So I think that was all that I had for questions. If I missed your question, I apologize, but I'll answer your question in the comments. So my 3 winners today were Marianne and Cameron and Julia. Okay? So you guys, I'm going to message you real quick here and see which resource you would like for free. And then as soon as I'm done with the webinar, I'm going to take off the free resource for the Christmas countdown. If you already downloaded the Christmas countdown, give me a thumbs up. Okay? In the comments. Give me a thumbs up so I know. And then I'm going to take it down, and then it's going to be a $1 deal. Okay? So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I love teaching you guys and love sharing with you guys all of my different ideas. I hope that you have a great week of school. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and just enjoy your kids and have fun. Okay? Anytime you have a question, please message me. You can also email me, rickmankara@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to answer you, okay? So until next time, I will see you at the January webinar at the end of December. And until next time, let's take your classroom to the next level. I love you guys. Mwah. Have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.